Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a new sound for our letter Y. And earlier on, we learned that the Y makes a certain sound when it's at the beginning of a word. And the Y is like a chameleon. It's a changer. So depending upon where it is in your word, it's going to have different sounds. And today we're going to learn another sound besides the first one. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take a piece of paper and I want to fold it in half. We call this hamburger style. When you fold it hamburger style, it's going to look like a book. It's going to be kind of fat and kind of wide and tall. This is hamburger style. Now I'm going to take it again. I'm going to fold it hamburger style in half again. And now I have a smaller book. And this is how we make our foursquare in writing. So now I open it up and I should have 4 sections. Now what I want to do here is I'm going to turn it sideways like this. And then I'm just going to trace along the lines here. Give myself some divisions. It kind of looks like a window. I'm looking outside. And we are talking about the Y. So I'm going to make a Y right in the middle. Just like that. That's my topic. That's what we're discussing. And so we learned early on, you probably learned this last year, maybe even first grade, that when the Y is at the beginning of a word, when it lives at the beginning, the Y makes a sound that is yeah, yeah, like in yeah, 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 yes. So it makes that yes sound, yes. And so I would have a word like yes. And one of those toys we play with, a yo, yo, a yo-yo, they both make that yeah, 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 yeah sound. Well, today we're going to talk about another sound. What happens when the I is at the end of a one-syllable word? So I'm going to go ahead and write down my Y again. And this time, it does not make the y sound. Instead, it makes an I sound, a long I sound. And I'm going to mark this as the letter I. And I'm going to put a line over top, a straight line. That means it's saying its name. This is a long vowel sound. And words that would have this would be like what? Fly. You hear the I at the end? Or even the word, hey, guy. There's a Y at the end. So if the Y is at the end of a one-syllable word, it's going to say the I sound. Now, the other boxes we'll fill in later on. Wow, look, I haven't bled through quite a bit. We're going to learn those other parts that go in the other boxes later on this year. So you probably want to put this in your binder somewhere so that you can pull it out again when we need it. Or maybe your teacher will collect them all up and then we'll hold them for you and then pass them out when we need them again. So let's talk about some of our diction words. Words I'm going to call out and you're going to spell them. And I want you to remember these are one-syllable words. And so at the end, we're going to have that I sound, which is not going to be spelled with the letter I, but with the what? The Y. That's right. So go ahead and take out a piece of paper, and I'm going to call out some words to you. Go ahead and number your paper. Say 1 through 6. So we're going to have 6 words. You about ready? If you're not, let's go ahead and pause the video and we'll get what we need. All right, so here's our first word. I'm going to say the word. We can pound it. And then when you are spelling it, you can tap out each of the sounds. All right, you ready? Here's our first word. Cry. Cry. Don't cry over spilled milk. Cry. 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 Here's our next word. Number 2. Try. Try. You need to try to do your work. Try. Pound it out. Try. And now I'm going to tap out the sounds I hear. Try. Try. Okay. Here's our third word. Ply. 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 You might be able to ply your trade successfully one day. Ply. Ply. Go ahead and tap it out. Ply. Ply. Number 4. Dry. Dry. I need some dry clothes. All mine are wet. Dry. Dry. Go ahead and pound it out. Dry. You tap it out, the sounds you hear. Dry. Dry. Here's our next word. Sly. Sly. Let's go ahead and pound it out. Sly. One syllable word. I'm going to tap out the sounds I hear. Sly. Sly. And our last one. It's a little harder. Ready? Spry. Spry. I'm feeling kind of good. I have a lot of energy. I feel spry today. Spry. I'm going to go ahead and pound out the word. Spry. Now I'm going to go ahead and tap out the sounds I hear. Spry. 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 All right, let's go ahead and look at what we should have as our answers, how we spelled them. Cry. Cry. Try. Try. Ply. Number 4, dry. Number 5, sly. And number 6, this was the hard one. It was one of those 3-letter consonant blends. Spry. S-P-R. Spry. All right, well, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day.